Everything burns. Your skin can't even tolerate its favorite cleanser, moisturizer, or maybe even water. Perhaps you have little areas of dryness or flaking, or the skin actually looks waxy underneath. My friend, you probably have a compromised skin barrier. And if you have a damaged skin barrier, what are you supposed to do and how are you supposed to repair it? We are going to talk about why this happens, the anatomy of skin and how it works, and what products or even skincare rituals people recommend that can cause this to happen. And then if you've got it, what should you look for to try to fix it? In order to repair a damaged skin barrier, we have to understand what the skin barrier is. Think of your skin like a fence. If it is a nice tight fence, then it's working well. It's keeping the outside world out, so bacteria, viruses, and pathogens, and keeping the good stuff in, such as your body, the moisture, the water that's naturally inside of your skin. Things such as ceramides, your immune cells, blood, your entire body is kept in by your skin. Now, what happens if that fence gets a little bit leaky? Imagine an old fence that maybe has holes in it. You can kind of see things coming through. Well, guess what? Just the way that you and I could kind of sneak in between or throw something through the panels of that fence, things can start to get in. But what's in your skin can also start to get out. Specifically, the moisture and hydration that's naturally kept in your skin. So obviously, we want our skin to be a fence like this, not an open one like this. But if it's like this right now, you're probably very sensitive to the outside world. Again, things probably burn or sting. You might have redness, patchy skin, and irritation. And it can be frustrating, not only because of the way it looks, but because it physically hurts. You shouldn't try to put makeup on it. You need to calm your skin down. And the best way to do that is to realize what's causing this issue in the first place, because there could be many things. So first we have to ask ourselves, why is our skin barrier damaged? What caused it to be so permeable? It could be products, if you're using products too much or products that you're allergic to. We live in an over-exfoliation nation, so unfortunately if you're using 5 products in your routine that all exfoliate on top of using a skin brush or a skin scrub or a loofah, you could be over-exfoliating the skin and therefore causing damage. It could have been a sunburn that compromised your skin, or even allergies that caused your skin's barrier to be weakened. It could even be contact dermatitis, atopic dermatitis, eczema, or psoriasis. These are 2 genetic conditions that actually impact how the skin's barrier is formed. Again, it can be hard to pinpoint the trigger, which is why medical estheticians, doctors, dermatologists, nurse practitioners, and nurses can help you. However, the big goal is to identify and avoid that irritant or that trigger. If it is eczema or psoriasis that is genetic, you can get it treated by a doctor or dermatologist, maybe get on some steroid creams or look for some alternate therapies. If it is an allergen, you obviously want to remove that allergen, that ingredient, or those exfoliators. And really at this time, what your skin needs is a reset, a calm down, and a hell of a lot of hydration. You really need to go back to basics with your skincare routine. Again, nothing that's going to be irritating or upsetting to the skin, and just give it moisture. Here are some of the ingredients you want to avoid. Again, this includes things that are normally great for skin, such as AHA or BHA acids or retinol, which you know I love. But when your skin is damaged, don't touch these. There are also things such as sulfates, phenoxyethanol, or certain types of alcohol, and in some products they're fine, but when your skin is damaged right now, you don't want these to overly strip your skin even more. Here's a list of things that you should look for. Again, you even see dimethicone on there. That is used in medicine for burn victims. And when the skin's barrier is damaged by a burn, whether it's a sunburn or other, you really need to protect it and help repair it. Dimethicone can help do that. There's also hyaluronic acid to add hydration. It can also help with wound healing. There is glycerin, which is also a humectant that can help, as well as things such as shea butter that can actually be very soothing to the skin. You'll also notice amino acids and peptides on there, which as long as they're not formulated in an acidic formula, they can be soothing to the skin. When it comes to the products you actually want to use, again, start off with a super basic cleanser. A lot of cleansers do have some of these sulfates in them, but especially right now, you want to make sure that you're using one that doesn't have sulfates. You can look for cleansers with glycerin or dimethicone, but usually an oil-based cleanser is best at this time. Again, make sure that cleanser doesn't have any acids, and try to avoid fragrances, plant extracts, or basically anything else that could cause issues. This is where that boring stuff from the dermatologist comes in. We're talking CeraVe, we're talking Cetaphil, we're talking Vanicream. These are not glamorous skincare brands, but they are recommended by the doctors and dermatologists that I work with because they are effective and they are safe for the most sensitive of skin. I don't like that they're not cruelty-free, so I personally prefer brands such as Skin Effects, such as Clior, which is formulated by dermatologists, or even a very basic cleanser from the Inkey List or The Ordinary. These can be basic enough that they don't strip the skin, but they still have an oil to clean the skin. And again, it's about hydrating and soothing right now. When it comes to toners, You do not actually need one. A toner is great in a routine because it balances the pH, it lets other products penetrate deeper, but right now, you don't want to do that. You especially want to avoid any alcohol or witch hazel or ingredients that could be volatile substances, again, anything fragrant or anything that evaporates off the skin, because that could further damage the barrier. So skip a toner right now, but if you feel like your routine isn't complete without one, Clior does have a very basic toner that has glycerin in it, so again, a humectant that you could potentially use. When it comes to exfoliators, don't even think of touching them. Don't do it, don't touch it, not right now. When it comes to serums, this is another step that I normally love in a routine, but it's not essential right now. You can use a serum. If you do, I would choose one that has, again, a high molecular weight hyaluronic acid to help with that healing, but overall, a serum is not necessary, and the more you can minimize your routine, the more you minimize your exposure to anything that could burn, upset, or irritate the skin. When it comes to moisturizers, you do want to choose a good one. Again, you want this to hydrate the skin, so impart water back into the skin because it was lost through that fence, but you also want to moisturize, meaning that you're sealing things in over the top. You're giving your skin a moisturizer as a barrier because your skin has lost its own. In the dermatologist's office, there are some from Neutrogena as well as CeraVe that are often recommended, but unfortunately, both of those are not confirmed cruelty-free, so I don't always recommend them. Again, you want to look for ingredients such as glycerin, shea butter, dimethicone. You could use a very pure base oil such as jojoba. You can also look for ceramides, which are again created naturally by your skin and help to hold in some of that water, that plumpness, that moisture. Even if you see coconut or caprylic triglyceride, this is fine. It's in a lot of moisturizers and it soothes over the skin. Some cruelty-free options that I do like can again be found from Clior or Skin Effects. Purito actually has some good ones with a really high level of ceramides in there. And after you use those for a while and are starting to ease out of it, you could even use The Ordinary's natural moisturizing factors. This is a formula that does have phenoxyethanol in it, so you don't want to use that first thing. But as you're reintroducing skincare back into your routine, NMF would be a good place to start. Of course, you need to use sunscreen, but do not use chemical or organic sunscreens. Those can burn the skin. Only use physical or mineral, so again, zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. Clior is the one that I can really recommend here because the base of it is safe for damaged and irritated skin, and it is formulated by dermatologists to avoid many common irritants, which may have been the things that destroyed the skin in the first place. What's so funny is that most of these products that are good for a damaged skin barrier are the boring ones. They're the ones that don't have fun packaging or don't do anything good for the environment or aren't even cruelty-free in some cases, which is sad. But it's usually because these are developed by pharma companies for dermatologists who, again, usually see patients who have these issues. And when you do look at the fun skincare brands, the ones that have really good actives, ingredients, and promise great results for your skin, those are the ones that are more expensive, but it's not the time to use them right now because some of those ingredients or inclusions could be the ones that are causing the problems. When it comes to a damaged skin barrier, there are also different levels of damage. It could be just a little bit of redness or irritation. It could be dryness and kind of flaking to the skin, or it could be full-blown pain when you're doing something as simple as washing your face. Or you could have this waxy look to your skin where most of your epidermis has been ripped off and all that's left is your unexposed deep skin that needs help and protection. Remember that now is the time to take it slow. If you can see a professional, please do, but stop the irritation, use better products, and slowly but surely heal your skin and ease back in. If you would like an entire routine put together for a damaged skin barrier, let me know, maybe we can come up with one. But for now, remember to remove the irritant and keep it simple. And to make sure the like button is blue. If it's not blue, go slap it around a couple times until it changes color. Always remember to be beautiful inside and out, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.